Live cross. All right, back to it then.
It was the story that shook the nation, even more than the last story that I did that shook the nation.
A Whanganui teenage beauty queen says she's feeling humiliated after being pressured to return her crown over the colour of her hair.
Olivia says tensions came to a head when Miss Teen Whanganui director Barbara Osborne took exception to her newly dyed dark brown hair.
I think it's just stupid.
So I flew down to Whanganui to find out the truth. And when I got there, I could tell that beneath the facade of this beautiful city, that something wasn't right. After only a tiny scratch of the surface, I discovered the story was even deeper than Mike McRoberts thought. The winners were to be entered into the Miss Global International competition. Because that competition was for dark-skinned girls, Miss Whanganui organisers Barbara and Chandra Osborne planned to darken the white-skinned girls using tanning beds at their own salon. I spoke to former Miss Whanganui Helena Lane, who confirmed these horrific allegations.
Spray tans, self-tan, like cloth thing, all kinds of stuff, and healthier looking was the terms Barb used.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing, so I went to the salon to confront the people behind this race-changing scheme. But I was too late. Sarah at Cleopatra's, who wished to remain anonymous, told me that Barbara and Chandra had fled to the Gold Coast.
If you're in there, sorry about that. Didn't mean to cause any offence, and we've stopped filming now.
The coffee was hot, but the trail had gone cold. Barbara and Chandra had left the country, and I needed to hear their side of the story. That's when I thought, what would Mike McRoberts do? He'd watch his own story again, and that led me to Javan Golter, Barbara and Chandra's hand-picked spokesperson for the pageants.
They get yelled at by their coach to be better, to play harder.
Ironically, he wanted to meet at a tanning salon.
But this is what I do. I come and get my spray tan before I do anything public.
Javan provided a first-hand account as to how the racial tanning scheme was run.
So the plan was to darken up the white girls in time for the Miss Earth competition.
That's the one.
And did they start doing that?
Sounds a bit crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
While Javan was involved with the pageant, he was running for Mayor of Whanganui against Michael Laws, who used the controversy against him.
He called me an Indian, which on its own is defamatory, because I take that very offensively. I can't stand them.
All right, why don't you like Indians?
I just think if they're not here, like in the food court, then they should be back in their own country.
All right, that's pretty...
that's pretty bold, I know.
Racist.
But, yeah,
It's
well,
racist.
I don't know if it's racist. It's sort of...
No, it is racist.
Preference.
Anyway.
Sorry, no, I should clarify that. I don't like Fijian Indians.
My story ends here. There was no way me and my Fijian Indian cameraman, Sanjay Bulla, were going to spend any more time with this guy.
Darren is now only hours away from giving birth to Lance. Helping him to prepare for the operation is the special lady in his life.
Jono. Hey, Des. Hey, mate. Good. Hey, Lancey.
Hey, mate. How you doing?
Good. Hey, look, this is Patricia.
Hi,
Patricia.
hello.
Nice to meet you. Lance's wife. Sister-in-law. Married to Lance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, darling. How you doing in there?
Lance and I have been married for nearly 15 years now, and we met when we were at school.
Oh, I'm missing you, my lovely. I can't wait to see you.
I can't wait to see you either.
It's not going to be long now.
Oh, I love you.
I love you times infinity.
I know there will be those at home watching this now wondering how yourself and Lance engage in the more intimate moments in your relationship. How does that work?
Well, technically we do it through Darren.
How does this sit with you, Des?
Yeah, it's okay. Trish?
Well, you know, it's fine now. There have been times in the past where Lance thought that I was having sex with Darren, which I wasn't.
Well, that's the way it felt to me.
Well, I wasn't, Lance. I told you that.
Yeah, well, why did you keep on calling out his name during sex?
Well, I did just that once, and I just got caught up in the moment.
Okay, well, let's just drop it, okay?
Yeah, drop it. Yes, it's dropped.
Well, stop talking about it.
Coming up, I come face to face with a lady who has a truly horrific disfigurement, and Darren finally gives birth to Lance. This evening I have been travelling around New Zealand, visiting some very special New Zealanders living with some very strange deformities. But a warning, the next part to our program features our most disturbing case. Viewer discretion is advised. This next story, in many ways, is possibly the most terrifying. I sat down with Tina Matthews, a woman born with an unusual and horrific physical deformity. So, Tina, could you explain to us, in your own words, what is different about you?
Well, I was born looking exactly like Jeremy Corbett.
And what is that like?
Genuinely terrible.
Tina was not only born with Jeremy Corbett's physical appearance, she has his voice, his intonations, and even the same prescription of glasses. There is only one difference between them. Going out in public is always difficult for Tina. Not only does her hideous physical appearance attract unwanted attention, but people also mistake her for the real Jeremy Corbett.
Yeah, I'm just so used to people staring and thinking that I am Jeremy Corbett. But I find it best to just block it out.
Hello, Corby. What have you got a dress on for?
Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, good. See you, bud.
You're filming some stuff with Jono.
Tina's Paul Ego, isn't it?
Well, you know it's Paul Ego. You've known me for years. Of course it's...
Well, I'm not actually Jeremy Corbett. I'm a woman named Tina. I happen to look like Jeremy Corbett.
But we're doing a story on New Zealand Freaks and Tina
has got you doing it too, Jono.
I know it seems a little weird, but it's true.
Yeah, it's more than a little weird. You don't need to be doing this, mate.
I'm not.
You've got to get some new material. You're not fooling anybody. It's ridiculous.
I'm not trying to fool you.
Don't make a scene, Paul. Hilarious joke. Can you hear everyone laughing? Whole supermarket cracking up. Really funny.
Yeah. I'm Tina. I just happen to look like...
Well, this is the real me saying you're mate. Nobody finds it funny.
Happens all the time.
Darren is about to go into the operating theatre to give birth to his brother Lance.
They head towards the light, eh?
Okay, we'll do it.
Gotta go, love, but I'll see you when you come out. Love you. Bye, Darren.
Yeah, see you. Good luck, mate. Thanks, mate.
Let's go, Darren.
We were able to take our cameras inside the operating theatre to get an exclusive world-first look into this groundbreaking operation.
Yes, I've got it. Oh, hello, Lance. How are you? Yeah, great, thanks. Very good. Okay, are you ready now to come out? Yeah, totally. Very good. Okay, here we go. Now, one more push.
With Darren dilated to the full 10 centimetres, Lance finally has enough room to come out. Despite a few complications, the doctor's diligent preparation paid off, and Darren's brother Lance is seeing the world for the first time.
Jono. It's nice to meet you, mate. You too, man. Hey. Good to meet you. Oh.
Here's your brother.
Mate.
With the birth a complete success, Darren and Lance are finally able to meet face to face.
Oh, thanks.
It has been a year since Darren gave birth to Lance, and I caught up with the boys to see how things are going.
Good to be out of my little cell and be on the outside, you know. Yeah. It's nice to be able to stretch out, you know, stretch my legs. Been a great time, really. Patricia and I, you know, we've stepped up things in our relationship, and we've actually got a little bundle of joy. Come meet our little girl, Sally.
I couldn't help but notice the baby looks a little Chinese.
Yeah.
Is there any explanation for that?
She's our little Chinese miracle baby.
Oh, she's gorgeous, eh?
And this is our accountant, Victor.
Yeah. Mate.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. Hey, she's cute. Yeah, Victor's been helping us out with the publicity since the birth.
He's a good bloke, Victor.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. I'm very helpful.
Chinese miracle baby, eh?
Yeah. You too.
Well, that's our show for another week. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep well.
You know, when you're watching Jeremy Corbett on TV, I mean, how does that make... That must feel weird. How does that make you feel?
It's very conflicting. Because as a woman, I'm attracted to him, as most women are.
Sure, of a certain age, yeah.
Yeah. But because he looks like me, it seems wrong to sort of like a self-love situation, so I try not to watch him.
Yeah. Oh, that's been good. We'll see you next time anyway, so.
Hey, thanks, New Zealand.